Hey guys, what's going on? I just want to shoot a real quick video. This is lesson 7 of 30, and this is for people that are just outside the 3-pack for certain keywords. So today we're using the keyword locksmith near me. You just replace locksmith with lawyer near me, or a doctor near me, electrician near me, whatever your industry is. All right, I'm just using this as an example. And this is for people that are just outside the 3-pack, maybe 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th place, somewhere around there. And they want to get in the 3-pack for that keyword. I assume at this point that your page, your locksmith near me page, is already set up correctly, meaning that you have a page on this content and your page is set up correctly. I have a video on, and I believe it's either video 4 or 5, where I speak about how to set up your page, set up your H1 and H2, H3 tags correctly. On-page optimization is 80%, 85% of Google, in my opinion. There's some fancy tricks with Google stacking and buying links and sending emails to people to add your link to their website. That's great, but if you don't let Google know that you're selling red shoes on your website, you could put on everybody else's website that this is the place for red shoes, click it and come back to your website. If your website doesn't say you sell red shoes, you're not going to rank. Okay, so I hope that example makes it clear. You need to let Google know exactly what you do. And they have a specific structure, and that's why they use title tags H1, H2, and so on and so forth to organize the content. So 1, it's easy for the reader to read, and for 2, it's easy for Google's engines to just go through it and read through it and realize that we're starting on the top for locksmiths near me, and then we start drilling down to other keywords and other terms that are related to that term. Okay, so in this video, I am going to show you that I assume you already have that page set up. It's working great, but you're just outside the 3-pack, and I'm going to show you a way of using press releases to get you from 8th, possibly to 3rd. Now, there's a lot of factors. There is reviews. It's very hard to do it. If you have 1 review and the top 3 have, over 100 reviews, I wouldn't do it then. But with all things being equal, I think it's a good strategy to use, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get to it. Also, if you haven't donated to the channel, if you can donate, I was supposed to do this this series as a paid series, but because of this coronavirus, I've made this series a free series for anybody who wants it. And if you could contribute $2.99, if you can't, just put social media, put this video on your social media and just share it on your social media. That's good too. And let's get to it. News agencies like CNN, ABC News, NBC, MSNBC, all allow you to contribute press releases to them. Most of the press releases are, lawyer got a new partner or won a case, and, you send the press release out, and they'll take the press release on their website, and unless something really interesting happened, they won't speak about it on the news, but they will put it on their website, and when they put it on their website, you do get some credit for that. But I'm going to show you in this video how to set up your press release and where to get it and all that type of stuff. But just understand that there's a way to send your article out to major news outlets, and you could do this yourself, and it's going to help your rankings slightly. It used to be more powerful years ago, but it still works, and especially works in the 3-pack if you do it the way that I show it to you. All right? So Google provides each business with what's called a CID link. And That link is a numerical link that makes it easier for Google to retrieve your information. So it would only be practical to use that same link in your press release articles. So your Google CID link is a numerical link that allows Google to retrieve and match your information with other sources on the web. In other words, it's either easier for Google to match your information with everything that's on the internet much faster. So I'm going to show you how to do that. To get your CID link, we're going to do it in 3 easy steps. You're just going to head over to Google and you're going to type in GatherUp Google Review Link Generator. And the icon looks like that on the left-hand side. Download it. It's a Chrome extension, and it'll automatically go up to the top of your browser. Once you do that, do a Google search for your business. So for my business, I would put in Mindsaw. On the right-hand side, I get the knowledge panel. Then all you do is once you have that page up, all you do is just you open up your Google, your GatherUp extension, and you'll get your CID link. I'll show you how to do it in the next slide. So check it out. All you do is you go to Google, like I said, you type in your business. My business is Mindsaw. This is your knowledge panel right here. So when you get a page that looks just like this, in the right-hand corner, you'll see a GatherUp link, and you will just hit that. And this is your Google Maps CID link. You just copy it, and then you could open up a notepad and just paste it, and that's all you do. Very simple, right? Just type in your domain name. When you come up here, you'll see a knowledge panel. If you don't have a knowledge panel, you have something missing on your website, and that needs to be worked out. Just do a YouTube search for how do I get a knowledge panel for my website. There's a lot of videos on it. Okay, but let's assume you have it right here. Hit the GatherUp, and you'll get your CID link. Hey, right here it says Google Reviews. If you guys could leave me a 5-star review, that would be real sexy, like super sexy. That'll be sexy sex. All right? So if you know what? This coronavirus got me losing my mind. I'm honestly losing it. But you know what? I'm doing all right. I'll be honest with you. I'm doing good. Just go over to Google, to the reviews over here. And if you could hit me up with a review, that'll be sexy. All right? I know a lot of you are thinking, but I don't know anything about press releases. What are you talking about? CIDs and press releases? I don't know anything. I'm going to teach you. Just relax. Relax. Just understand that there's something called a CID that Google gives you, and know how to get it. If you understood that part so far, you're doing great, and you're good money right now. All right? Okay, so the first part here is you're going to this is the information you need to have on your press release. So you're going to have an article written on your business. That's your press release, and you need to have a few links. Does that make sense? You need to have a few links on your on your press release that are going to link back to your website. Because remember, we're sending the press release out to all the news agencies. They're also going to radio stations and so on and so forth. Okay, so you're going to link your CID in the article. You're going to add your NAP. That's your name, address, and phone number. I would freeze this frame and write everything down, right? So your company name, the contact person, the email, and everything else in the second column. And then in your press release, just make sure that you embed a Google map. You could find that in your GMB. You embed the Google map. You put that in the press release. You link to a Google property, like you could use your GMB website that you create inside the GMB. And you make sure you add the NAP last. Your name, address, and phone number, you add it on the bottom of the article. All right. For some reason, I feel like I have to log into my GMB and explain how to embed a map and how to link to a Google property. So I'll do that right now. So the first thing I need to show you how to do is how to embed your map. You are going to log into your GMB. You're going to go to Info, and then right here it's going to click, it's going to say View on Maps. And all you do is just get your map. See where it says Share right here? You click that, and then you see where it says Embed on Map, and copy HTML. Just take that HTML, put it in Notepad, and save it for later on. We don't need it right now, but that's how you get the code you need for maps. Remember, you're not doing it, you're sending it over to somebody who's going to write the article, and you're just going to give them the elements you need. They'll embed the map on the article. All right, the other thing you need to do was, I said you want to link to a Google property. You just go over to your GMB website. See on the top where it says Share Website, right here, upper right. You just click that, and you just copy the link. You take this link also, and you put it in your Notepad, and you're going to send that over to the person who's going to write the article, right? That's easy enough. That's easy enough. So you just got to get those two links. Get your embed map link, and you need a Google property. So you use your GMB website. If you don't have a GMB website, it's real simple to set up, but I'll give you another property to use. Okay, see where it says Share Your Business Profile? Just copy this link. You could use this link also. Whoops. All right, right here. Just use that. Use that as your Google property. Just use this if you don't have a website on your GMB. All right. All right, now just to recap, does this slide start to make sense a little bit more? You already know about your CID, right? Yo, what's up, CID? And then add your NAP, right? That's name, address, and phone number. You already know about that. And now you know in your press releases, you know to embed your GMB map. You know how to do that. You're a pro at that. You know what a Google property is, right? You know what a Google property is. I gave you 2 Google properties you could use. And you remember to just add your NAP, your name, address, and phone number. You put that on the bottom of the article. You're a pro. You're an SEO pro. You're doing great. Hang in there. So this is just a sample press release. I wrote just enough words to include on one slide. A press release has to be at least 500 words. You can have the press release written somewhere else. You're just going to give them the subject. I'll show you where to do it. This is just a sample so you could understand the elements that I'm adding to the press release. All right, so in the first sentence, you want to add your brand. When you click that link, you want it going to the keyword page you're trying to rank. So for example, if your domain name is abclocksmith.com/locksmith near me, or locksmith nearby, if that's the name of the page. If the name of the page is not locksmith nearby, and all the page content has to do about, locksmith in that specific area, that's what you're going to link it. You can link it to the home page, but I would link it to the specific page that you're trying to give some juice to bring it up in the 3-pack. So you can bring your site up in the 3-pack. All right. So on the first sentence, you add your brand with the link going back to the keyword page that you're trying to rank. The second link is your CID link. You notice it says Google Maps SEO, because that's what we do. And that's where you're going to add your CID link. You're going to send them that link, and you're going to say, okay, here's my CID link, and where it says my keyword, that's where I'm going to put my CID link in. If you don't know how to if you don't know how to link it yourself. All right. Then you have your next sentence is the reason Mindsaw was able to get 10 YouTube followers, honest information, while saying in every sentence. I can't stop doing that. Another thing is my nose always gets clogged when I do videos. I think it has something to do with being nervous, because that doesn't really happen too much during the day, but whenever I spelled nerves wrong, but whenever I do videos, my nose gets clogged as soon as I do it. And I'm just a crazy guy. All right, so those are 3 reasons why I'm writing this press release. Okay, and then about Mindsaw. So once again, I use my brand, Mindsaw SEO, and you want to link that property to your GMB site, right? Remember where I said your GMB site, or you could use that other link? It's just another GMB property. Very simple. And then you tell about your business, right? On the bottom is where on the left-hand side is where you add your NAP. It doesn't have to be on the left-hand side, but it should be on the bottom of the page. And then you want to embed your GMB map. Remember, I showed you how to do that with the embed link. You could just send the link over to who's ever going to write the article. Very, very simple. Now I'm going to show you where you get the article written. Now you need a press release. You have all the information as to all the elements you need in your press release, and that is a big head start from where I was when I wrote. I spent at least $1,000 on press releases and had no idea what elements needed to go inside them, and I got very little benefit from them. But this is a lot better, and this makes a lot more sense. So you could go. There are 3 places you could go over to Web 2.0 Ranker. It's just spelled web20ranker.com. They're a great source. You just sign up with them. I think their ultimate package is $250. It's expensive, but they have a smaller package, I think, for $150. They write the whole article and they submit to the best news agencies. So if you have the bread and you think it's worth it, it's definitely a good source. I would do it. I would do it. All right. The next thing you could do is you could go over to Fiverr. You go over to Fiverr and you just type in write press releases, and you'll find a bunch of people who write press releases. Try to find somebody who has a lot of reviews, because there's a way of doing it. If your press release isn't right, when you go to submit it, it's going to be rejected because it has to be written in the 3rd person. You can't say the word I unless you're interviewing yourself, right? So John Smith says, I started this firm in 1990, and I've been in the bathroom ever since, something like that, whatever his quote is, all right? So you want to make sure that it's written in 3rd person, and I would just get somebody to do it. I can't do it. So I either go over to Web 2.0 Ranker or go over to Fiverr. Now, if you go over to Fiverr, you get somebody who writes the article. There are people that write and submit, and there are some people that just write, and then you want to submit my press release. And there are press release sellers who will sell it. And you could probably get the whole job done for less than $50. And that's probably all you need. That's probably all you need. The 3rd thing is you could do it yourself. I wouldn't suggest it unless you're a professional writer and you know how to write press releases and you know the elements. I enclosed 2 articles on how to write a press release in this. Just look in the description box below, and there's 2 links on how to write a press release. If you want to read that and do it yourself, but you're still going to need to submit it, but it'll save you a couple of dollars on the writing. So you write it yourself, and then you send it over to somebody who could submit your press release. Even Web 2.0 Ranker could submit your press release. Hey guys, I really hope that this course helped you. Press releases, about how to write press releases. You got a big head start as to where I was when I first started doing press releases, using backlinks, using press release backlinks to help rank my site in maps. So if you do this, it's definitely going to help you. If there's anything that I could do, feel free to hit me with a email. My email address is Bret Moleta at gmail.com. It's in the description below. Once again, thank you very much for your generous contributions. They really are coming through, and they're helping me, and they're inspiring. They're inspiring me to create new videos and also help pay for my staff. So once again, thank you very much. And if you don't have the money to do that, please at least share the link on your social media. And if you have any questions, please put it in the question box below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And other than that, thank you very much, and stay safe.